Welcome to the Daily Gospel of John, down in Ocean City at the beautiful Landers residence, and blessed to be here. We're looking at verses 37 to 40 as Jesus continues with his third line of evidence or testimony that would validate his claims to be Messiah, Son of God. Remember, the first two lines of evidence he gave were the testimony of John the Baptist and the testimony of the miracles that he was doing, which was really God's testimonial to say that his words, his claims were legit because God was enabling him to do these powerful miracles. So, verse 37. And the Father who sent me has himself testified concerning me. You have never heard his voice nor seen his form, nor does his word dwell in you, for you do not believe the one he sent. You diligently study the Scriptures because you think that by them you possess eternal life. These are the Scriptures that testify about me, yet you refuse to come to me to have life. So Jesus' third line of testimonial evidence that he's who he said he is the very Scriptures that the men who want to kill him say that they value and treasure, the very Scriptures that foretell and outline who Messiah would be, which Jesus is clearly fulfilling and had fulfilled and was fulfilling. They obviously didn't know the heart of the God of those Scriptures, and Jesus was pretty direct about that. You've not seen God, you haven't heard God, you don't know God, because if you knew the God of the book you claim to treasure, then you would understand that I am standing before you, and that and so in rejecting him, they were rejecting the very heart of the God they said they loved. It would almost be like some young woman who was in love with the concept of being in love, writing love letters, planning a marriage, reading books on relationships endlessly, talking about relationships, and then finally this long distance love that she claimed to have came to actually visit her, and she really didn't want to have anything to do with him. She was just too busy planning and studying about relationships, and the young man might ask her to marry him, and she said, no, I don't really want to be married or anything. That's probably kind of corny, but the thought is here is God himself in the flesh, and these men wanted to kill him, obviously showing that they didn't understand who he was. So the bottom line is Jesus is seeking relationship. God, the God who is a lover. He's a God of relationship. And as we read in chapter 4, he is seeking those who will worship in spirit and in truth with their whole heart. Not a bunch of BS, not a bunch of just jumping through religious forms and hoops and a cold understanding of certain factoids about some religious duty or some distant God. But he desires a relationship with us, and there's nothing better in the world. God bless.